Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
And people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Leonard. That's how you defend. LeBron with it up top. Leads 3. Has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay. To George. To Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
George buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Anthony Davis with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Across the timeline comes James. It's an 8-point lead. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
James into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Cousins. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Leonard. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here's Leonard for 2. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Danny Green. James. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
LeBron into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Cousins to James. To Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open. Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. blood coming in for both sides. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 13. Caldwell Pope to James. To Caldwell Pope. George, much needed bucket right there with the three. This game, long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
Clippers have got it. George lets it fly. Paul George, 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. To Paul George. Shot clock winding down. George, that's good D. Shot no good. The quarters come to an end. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Davis. Anthony Davis. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Old school equals high percentage.
Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Curling inside. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Danny Green, defended by Harkless. To Davis. Not that. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. To Leonard. Rises for the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for Los Angeles,
Leonard. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. James. Clippers have it. To George. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
James to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Cousins, down low. From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Until the end of today's game, the claim lies at the customer service desk located near section 1.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Leonard to Paul George. Working the outside. Works it up top. Patrick Beverly. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James to Danny Green. To George. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
George on the drive, but his shot misses. To Danny Green. From long range, he's got it for 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point. They knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He throws it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
George, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Clippers have got it. That's it for the first half. The Clippers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George. Oh, a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
DeMarcus Cousins.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. George.
To number 3, Anthony Davis. That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. That one won't go. 1 more to come. Hits that one to go 2 for 3 on the trip. James to Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Welcome to the roller coaster ride of basketball. Just because you are knocking down those open looks in the first half doesn't mean you're going to knock them down all game long.
Throws it down.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 13.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To James. DeMarcus Cousins. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Second of 3, got it. Hits all 3 free throws. Danny Green. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal. Team foul number 1.
LeBron James, 4 out of 7. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Leonard won't go down.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Leonard to Beverly. Gets a shot up off the mark. Cousins to James. LeBron James with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Leonard. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Davis. To Leonard. Anthony Davis rejects it. Plays like that could turn a game around. Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Los Angeles Lakers are in the building. Subbing in.
Leonard. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole. Finishing
Inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Foul number 3. That's the first foul in the last.
LeBron James here against Harkless. McGee powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To James. Here comes the screen.
Coming screen left.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
A big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Trying to cash in. Patrick Beverly. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Clippers are out in front. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
LA Clippers with the basketball. JaVale McGee swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To James. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
George.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. He struggled so far. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. LeBron with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Screen coming. Cashes in for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Leonard.
That's his second personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First try, no good. It's a second. One more coming. Lakers ball. James to Cousins. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
George not getting the bounce. Across the timeline comes James. All even here in the fourth. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
This game is too tight for you not to convert.
Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. James. A shot no good there for Kuzma. Leonard. Yes, three-pointer is good.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse and kick out for, guess what, another one.
To Cousins, beyond the arc for 3. That no good, off the mark. And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Davis to James. Looking for his man. Davis. James. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when you're there.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Kyle Kuzma. Davis. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And the rebound taken in by Davis. James into the front court. His guys now down by a point. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Davis gets it in the right corner.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Leonard. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Leonard to Paul George. Off the mark. And they call the foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
first one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Now the Clippers call a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? George, no good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, nice find for the basket. Timeout called here by the Clippers. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. That misses with a second to go. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. NBA on EA Sports.